See it. Wake up and rise, open your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental Wellness Monday, work it out Wednesday, pay it forward Friday. We're seizing the day. Digital finance, unlearning a love, serving food to what goes to rising at the beat and it Eastern on P2G TV. Breakfast with the Thomases, come eat with me. Work it out Wednesday, pay it forward Friday. We're seizing the day. Digital finance, unlearning a love, serving food to what goes to rising at the beat and it Eastern on P2G TV. Breakfast with the Thomases, come eat with me.
Hey. All right. I hope you guys like that. That's our new theme song, and it has become this rocking memory in my head. I love it. I love it. I love it. I want to wake up to it, make it my ringtone.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Breakfast with the Thomases.
Oh, yeah.
I'm one of your hosts, Alvin Thomas, the Gold Banker, coming to you live 1 gram at a time. And then we have on my other side, Miss.
Well, I'm Miss Ruby, y'all. Y'all don't know me. We got a problem. Probably done been in your breakfast table and your living room. Every day, a little something. I got folks going, well, you're showing up. Okay. So I just want to share with you all that this is an amazing day. I'm just really kind of excited because we get to share with you in the world what's happening with the world from a space of help and secure. Well, not help, but support, right? Support. Because y'all don't need no help.
No, they don't.
Y'all don't need no help. Y'all been doing this, and you've been doing very well. Y'all been doing the very best that you can with the information that you have, and guess what? It's okay. But we all must learn something new. We got to move the mental pedometer forward. So let's go. Let's have some fun on a Friday, all right? So how do we do it? By Breakfast with the Thomases, this is kind of what we do at the table. We have a discussion about something that we saw, we heard, we listened to. Mr. Thomas, you got the floor on this one because this was your area. So let me fix this. I'm trying to get things together and make sure we get this popping. So also letting everybody know, if you're watching this, share it because this is a cup of love in the morning. The information that you're going to get here is not just helpful. It's going to help people get a perspective. Now, some people are going to get a little triggered. We realize that. We realize that some people get a little triggered by seeing things that are kind of disturbing and even some things that are true. So if that is you, I'm going to let you know if you need to stop. I get it, but reach out to us because we have resources to help you get what you need so you can keep moving forward. We want everyone to be safe and we want everybody to be calm, but everybody to be in action and inspired. So let's get going. And I'm getting ready to do that. So while we watch this, I'm going to be sharing, guys.
Before you jump in there, give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
First of all, I like what you just said. We're not here to just fill up cups. We're here to run them over. We're here to run cups over. Not with a lot of stuff that doesn't matter to you. Because people can fill yourself with a whole lot of nonsense. We want to fill your cup up with stuff that will give you space for access and action. That's what Breakfast with the Thomases is. More than anything else, it's a space for information, access, and then stuff we can execute out. So this is part of the P2G network. This is why we're right now currently affiliated with Brotherly Love Inc. And this is just what we do. And Breakfast with the Thomases is one asset that we created. And we share this asset with you so you guys can fill your cups.
Right.
And that's what I got this morning.
Grand Rising. Well said, Mr. Thomas. That's what I'm talking about. So sit back, relax. Also get a piece of pen and paper. If you are driving, do not relax. Keep driving. But listen, be safe. Please be safe. And if you're at work, take a moment to listen. Just let it run in your ears, but I want you to hear it. I'll see you soon. I love you much. Let's go.
Right now, the Fed is gearing up to buy massive amounts of U.S. debt, but they're not doing it to stimulate the economy. They're doing it out of desperation, as one of our largest buyers walks away, a sure signal that the currency reset that we are all living through is accelerating, meaning your dollars are losing value fast, and that it has never been more important to make sure that you're protecting your financial future outside of the fiat currency system with physical gold and silver. In case you missed it last week, the Federal Reserve quietly ended QT, quantitative tightening, or the process of letting assets such as US bonds roll off their balance sheet to shrink liquidity. The Fed has been tightening since March of 2022 in an attempt to fight the inflation that they themselves ignited by printing trillions in 2020, but now this phase is ending. Not because the Fed has run out of assets to get rid of. No, in fact, the Fed still has trillions left over from pre-2020 on their balance sheet. And it's certainly not because the Fed hit their inflation target of 2%. In fact, inflation is on the rise, currently sitting at 3%. And 3% is completely misleading as well, because that's just how much inflation is going up right now. It doesn't even take into account what we've already lost, which most estimate is around 25% in the last 5 years. But if you ask me, even that is conservative. But what's changing today is a structural shift within the US debt cycle. See, inflation, while terrible for everyday Americans and for optics, it's actually not really a problem for those at the top, because inflation might be their only way out. Inflation, or a devalued currency, a currency that is continually worth less, makes the real value of the US debt worth less as well, meaning that it's easier to pay off. Nominally, it stays the same, but the real value shrinks, which is very important when you're dealing with $38 trillion and counting. In fact, by the time you finish watching just this video, the debt will have gone up roughly $60 million more dollars. But it's not just the size of the debt that's the problem. It's the size of the debt coupled with declining demand. See, because the dollar has always been the global reserve currency, there has always been strong demand for US debt. But as fiscal uncertainty and geopolitical risk have grown, the demand is disappearing. There's a tired and outdated saying, I'm sure you've heard it before, there will always be a buyer for US debt. Sure, that's true. There's a buyer for everything. But at what cost? That's the question we need to be asking. Because as demand continues to decline, buyers are demanding higher rates of return or higher yields to take on US debt. Higher yields means that our debt costs more. In fact, today, just the interest, the cost of servicing the US debt, is over $1 trillion, the third largest line item, right behind Social Security and higher than our entire defense budget. More interest means we have to spend more to finance that interest. By spending more, it means we have to issue more bonds, because that's how we spend. We create more debt. But more debt requires more buyers, which we don't have. Do you see how this is a cycle here? And it continues to go around and around. But that declining demand, that is what is accelerating this spiral downward at a rapid pace. And history shows us what happens when nations reach this point, when unsustainable breaks. It's an acceleration moving forward in a currency reset. A currency reset is both a process and an event. A process where confidence in a currency collapses, often as a result of overspending, which leads to inflation, hyperinflation, or the rapid increase of prices, and ultimately an official revaluation or devaluation of the currency, which results in the fiat currency being worth its intrinsic value, which is always zero. It's what we've seen happen in Venezuela, Argentina, Weimar Germany, the list goes on and on. Overprinting, inflation, hyperinflation, reset. Which brings us back to today with the Fed ending QT, Japan's bond market, and what happens next. Over the past week, Japan's bond yields have been surging, with their 10-year hitting the highest level since 2007 and their 30-year hitting record highs. But do not be fooled. This is not a boring technicality, and it most certainly is not a Japan-only problem. Japan has often been called the world's largest creditor, and this is largely because Japan's rates have always been low, so Japanese investors have always put their funds elsewhere, such as the United States. In fact, Japan is the largest holder of U.S. debt. As Japan's yields continue to rise, the math no longer makes sense for those funds to go elsewhere, which is why we are expecting to see an outflow of funds from the U.S. back to Japan at a time when the U.S. needs buyers the most. Every dollar that leaves the U.S. and goes back to Japan is a dollar that you have to find a buyer for. And if the buyers aren't there, or they're demanding too high of yields, well, who do you think is going to step in? The Federal Reserve, the lender of last resort. But what happens when they step in and start buying our own debt? They talked about ending QT, but it's essentially restarting QE, quantitative easing, firing up the old printing press. And you cannot create more units of an existing currency without devaluing the existing units of said currency. This is how each and every single one of our dollars are worth less. This is where it becomes so important to make sure that you understand how to protect yourself throughout these specific scenarios, what we can learn from past currency resets. And I'll give you a hint. It's not going to be the dollar, it's not going to be stocks and bonds, and it's not even going to be real estate that protect you through this reset. Historically, time after time, for thousands of years, there is one asset that truly protects wealth through the reset, and that is physical, tangible gold. It's the exact same reason that central banks are buying gold in record quantities, because they understand what is coming next for the dollar, and therefore the global monetary system that is based on the dollar. As it is accelerating through this currency reset, as the dollar inevitably is going to be worth less and less, there is only one true asset that nations and individuals turn to during these times where trust is broken. And it is gold, because gold has intrinsic value. It doesn't rely on counterparty promises. There is zero counterparty risk, and you cannot print more of it. This is why, for me, gold is not just another investment. Yes, it's up 60% year to date. Yes, it's outperformed the stock market, the Magnificent Seven, and Bitcoin, but that is not even why I hold it. I hold gold as my insurance policy against what is coming next, because there will be a day in the future where everyone will look around and say, I do not have enough gold. That is what has happened time and time again. Now, if you want to learn more about currency resets throughout history and how different assets are impacted, as well as what you can do to protect yourself and the timeline we're on, you can always download our free Build to Endure report. It's exactly why we created it, because we get so many questions from our viewers asking us more about the reset. You can download your copy by scanning the QR code, or there's a link down below in the description. But if history shows us anything, things are about to get a whole lot worse. Again, we know what comes after inflation. It is hyperinflation. And when prices start doubling every single day, that's not a situation that I want to be trapped inside the system for. I want to make sure that I'm protected outside of the system, again, with real, physical, tangible gold that I hold, I own, I control, that no one else can touch. If you do not already have a strategy for what comes next that involves physical gold and silver, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you get one, especially talk to someone who understands this. Now, we at ITM.
Okay, so one, I want to say thank you to ITM Trading for being a part of, the information community out here on YouTube about gold, silver, the economy, alternatives. I'm gonna be really honest. One of the things, we utilize the information for what we need, but we really can't stop there. A lot of times the shows like ITM Trading have a certain, I just want to share they have a certain client or customer in mind. P2G has a wider range of customer to say. I'm an educator, okay? I don't sell gold and silver. I don't sell crypto. That's not what we do. We educate our community on how to acquire what will secure you by getting you information that actually will help you make decisions with your everyday money that you won't feel like I'm just giving it away, just wasting it away. Okay. Some of y'all don't realize that having gold and silver will secure you something in a time that's going quick to where your dollars are actually securing nothing. They're securing not enough. And I know, guys, I know I'm with you. I should say I'm somewhat with you because I'm on my game. I'm on my game. Mr. Thomas on his game. People who have been in our education space is on their game. They're now in action to something different. We had to educate to elevate. And that's not just a saying, that's a reality. Those are actions that we've taken so that as the actions we watching being taken, y'all want to talk about a president or this or that? I don't care. None of that. Those guys don't put food on your table.
They don't.
Not a politician that you vote for or hope for has actually secured that you got food on your table long term. But you guys learn how to stack gold and silver in small increments quick right now, because while it's going up, you can still get them in small increments and get them in so you have them. Then on top of that, you turn crypto into physical gold and silver, because yes, gold and silver major companies are accepting crypto for gold and silver.
Don't know how often to say that.
Crazy. People keep coming at me. I keep getting talked to by people like I don't do this. Folks talk to me like I'm trying to convince them to do something I ain't doing. Ain't that something? Like, oh, see, oh no, I'm not your average teacher. I'm a coach. I ain't a teacher. Teachers teach what they need to do, but most times because they didn't do it, they are a teacher. I don't get paid to teach. I get paid to coach, to mold, to shift. That's what I get paid to do. Because if you ain't making you money, then I didn't do my job. And I do my job very well.
A lot of people do. I want you guys to take a look at something really simple.
Let's go.
I want you to go back to fifth grade. You're in the class. You're talking about history, and they're telling you about a war that occurred. They tell you there are certain criteria and things that happened in the war that caused the war to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You tell the teacher, I don't understand.
Okay.
And she breaks it down very simple. When war is created, there's two things being created. There is someone who's trying to bring their rule from one side to the other. Two, there's a money grab in place. And this might be a little too deep to go that far, but I want people to realize when war happens, war creates money. And in the economy, right now, the economy is under intense war. And when it's Japan that moved in.
Thank you, Japan.
Japan that just
moved. Your video.
When Japan moves, the amount of money that is moving currently out of the U.S. Federal Reserve, that is considered an act of war almost. That is almost considered an act of war. And the U.S. is now poised to defend itself by raising what they call going back to quantitative easing, because they just said they're stepping down.
Okay, quantitative easing is when they start up the printers and start printing money out of control. Every time that happens, yours and my price of bread, tissue, you name it, everything goes up. And they'll start blaming it on tariffs. Don't look, we got to know how to read the signs. We got to know how to hear the conversation. Okay, we're not getting in that conversation. He's emotional of it. I'm not. I'm saying you right now, don't fall for the okie doke is what my mama told me her father told her. She didn't understand that. That means do not get roped into looking one way while they tell you something happening, while they're doing something on the other side. Right now, family, this is the conversation. It is an urgent family conversation. Come to the table. Every Wednesday, we run a live Q&A on how to research this stuff, how to see this, what to do. Our current class is full. I am not going to lie. It was phenomenal. Yeah. Last night was class 1 of the sponsored scholarship class. I'm so proud of my students. They showed up, they showed out, and we're going to keep going. Y'all do your homework. Look, do your homework. Look, when I give you homework, you're making money. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Whenever I give you homework, you make money. So do your homework. Be excited. Because, baby, let me tell you something.
Absolutely.
Until we start recognizing that we got to take action. We got to stop talking. We got to stop saying, oh, yeah, time's up. The reset is on. You're in it. This is what it feels like. And it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Your president is trying to break down all the rules. So I want you, because y'all didn't study. Most of y'all didn't study the history of why we got unions, of why we ended up having regulation in the first place. These guys are trying to take y'all back to the industrial age. When big, what do you call it? Big barons used to run the world. You go to work, you had to come to work, and you didn't make money. Didn't make money, you died. Why? Because you couldn't get a job. You got sick, one cold, killed you and your family.
Next person in place.
Because there was no job. When there's no jobs, you got a lot of people living on the street. Y'all noticing something in your neighborhood? Begging. Come on, there's some small towns now that see more people who don't live there. Now the police are gonna start picking people up off the street. They gotta put them in jail. So the jails, who you think paying for the jails? Free labor. Yep, free labor for who do you think? Industry. They figured it out. They figured out how to starve you out, get you back on the streets, put you back in the jail, stick you in a financially supported, take the government funding out of jails so that they can get private funding. They don't have a problem about this. But you do. You scared to death. You don't have a plan that will keep you together. We got your plan. That's what we're doing on Wednesday nights. That's why it's not. See, I told you the revolution will never be televised. It might be advertised because it's only for the ones who are paying attention. Y'all see what I'm saying? It might be advertised because it's only for the ones who's paying attention, who's looking. One of the things you got to realize is we're using their system. Their system is to put everything in your face and let you have the choice to ignore it. Oh, and don't forget the distraction along with it. So you get the truth in between stuff that got your attention.
Smoke screen.
Yes. Ain't that something? You get small little bits of the truth in between things that entertain you. And you know what the problem with that is? We have been conditioned to be entertained. Why does this program, which is the basics that help people to secure digital financial literacy, digital training with technology, how to turn your tech and take it out of being a toy into being a tool for your finances. Literally, I like the idea that what we do is turn your phone into an ATM. And I'd be like, that's not a joke. I can tell you right now how many accounts I could just roll funds out of. And I can just let you know right now, it's fun. And I'm not boasting. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not here to show off. I'm here to show out because we got things to do. We got no time for something that's going to change your life forever. You got a choice. And right now, much like my glasses, you have a red or a blue pill. Pick it. Pick it.
The scale is moving right now. And with the scale, it's showing there's no balance in the scale at all.
Hey, bro.
There is now people who are going to be functionally broke and impoverished and the wealthy. Now, the only question is, are you going to flip the switch and say, let me know what they know? And it's not a money thing. The switch is not about money. The switch is about what you know and what you do with what you know.
Right.
You know, Ruby alluded to it earlier. She's not an educator. She's not a teacher. She's an educator. That she educates you to the execution and the actions that you have to take so that they make a difference. Now, as much as she tells you this is what you do, this is what you do, unless you push that button yourself, step on the gas, or as she said, choose the red or the blue pill.
Because we have to execute.
Yeah, you got to step on the gas. And that means you have to take what you get, put it in play.
I'm going to say this one time.
Put it in play. That's it.
I'm going to say this. I got to say this out loud.
Go ahead.
For all my people who are out here running from ICE or praying that ICE don't find them, wouldn't you like to be able to just go home with the knowledge that you can take home and survive and thrive with something you learned here in the United States? Because most of y'all think that the answer is out here. It's not. U.S. people have never been trained.
No, they haven't.
Never been trained to be wealthy. We've had to figure out and access systems we didn't know, and literally we're being misled around. Well, that's not happening here. For those who speak English and Spanish, I am looking for Spanish translators, English-speaking translators, because we need this information to get across and clear. I have one spot in class to train somebody. I got one spot. So if you or someone you know, and that's under a scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
We just started class. I have someone I'm enrolling today, and I got one spot specifically for a Spanish-speaking bilingual person. Now, this is why I say this. Stop running and get the recipe and go home. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You can't come somewhere to change your life. You need to get what you have to do and then build your home. You got to go out in the world. It's why we send kids away from home, to bring home what the world has to offer and build up the home. But most of us have been conditioned to try to make a home somewhere else. Most of the places, like y'all realize it, like the African diasporas who always asking, come home to Africa. I love you. I love my people. I know that Africa is the world over, is my ultimate culture, but it's not my only. My culture is here. I'm indigenous to this land. My blood started here. And I have, not only do I have ties, I also have titles. So I will not go to your country and claim titles where I have none, where my blood doesn't. But my blood got titles here. And I'm claiming titles here where my blood is. Now, my people who have ties to Africa and they have titles, I'm working with you to teach you to claim your titles.
How to represent it.
See, but we got to teach the information that empowers each other, not sit here and talk about it all day. So when we in class working it out, we on Wednesday nights figuring out what's up, how my wallet go, Miss Rubio, I need to get this. What is this that they're talking about in the news? Why did the elites and the government and the people you see on TV got something to say that you don't seem to be able to have access to? They're lying.
Mm-hmm. And
they're lying because they're protecting the system. Go ahead.
The playbook is different, you know. You football players, you all know. You gotta play. Coach goes in the locker room, he shows you this is the play, this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing. Other team got a playbook. But the winning team has the playbook has a team that actually can play the game. The government has a team that's been playing the game the same way for the longest.
Let's stop saying a government, because I keep wondering why everybody keep thinking it's the government or the people.
Okay,
this is the thing.
The presidents who are signing off on policies, let's call it what it is.
Why we back there? I just got to ask a question. Why we back there? Y'all get that? Once again, we have given power to something that doesn't. You've been okie doke. My mommy said it. I tell you, it's the truth. You've been okie doke into believing that it's a them or us. It's you. Just choose you. It's always been you. You have to choose you. You can't choose you because them.
Thank you for the sugar. I appreciate that.
Oh, I love it. Somebody put some sugar up there. Oh, I love it. You cannot choose you because them. We're saying choose you now in spite of them. Because if you let them feed you, you'll let them starve you. And that is what they are doing. You are being starved and scared into submission, into a new system of finance that will completely control you, your children, and the next generations. It's a game, and it's been being set. The board's been being set, and it's already in your life. You already feeling it. My question from P2G is, when would you like the strings to start coming off? We cutting strings. Not saying, look, I ain't going out, not teaching people to go out and live in the wilderness. That's some bull crap.
That's not what this conversation
But you need chips to play at the game so you have power on the board. You don't have any. Your chips still look like their chips. So guess who's still controlling the game? And we tell ourselves all kinds of things. I'm tired. I got to go to this. I got to go to that. When do you focus on making sure you have secured your bag. I keep talking to people about the bag. We've had that discussion. Ladies, y'all know what we're talking about. Secure the bag, secure the bag. Oh, that's to pay the rent. Make sure you got your little monies together. You get your hair, your nails. You have secured the bag. You actually haven't. You haven't secured the bag until the bag is running the show. When the bag starts paying for all of that stuff, because you went and secured the system, there we go. The system that keeps the bag rolling it out, then you secured the bag. The bag is not you getting up every morning, getting dressed at an ungodly time, putting on clothes that hurt you. Okay, you ain't warm enough. The damn things are too tight, and you got to go out there and smile, and you don't want to. Okay, got where I'm coming from? Y'all know what I'm talking about. My brothers, y'all got to get up at some ungodly hour in the morning, drive God knows how many hours to get to a job where, one, you're not appreciated. Half the time you're put in jeopardy. Your life is put in danger. Okay. A lot of people, you're dealing with psychological warfare on a daily basis just to be able to get through the day. You're dealing with people who are ungrateful for the things that you do for them as a service person. My question is when does that cycle end? Are you waiting to die in that? Oh, and by the way, would you like to know that the powers that be, those almighty oligarchs, are working on how not to have to give you benefits?
Oh, please.
Yeah, guess what a benefit is? It's a benefit. It is not an entitlement. You don't own that. That didn't come as a right to your birth or to work.
FDI.
That was fought for by the people you let slip. Those people who are not paying attention, y'all don't go to those meetings and this is for my people who live in the hood. Y'all don't go to them meetings that they talk about what they're changing in the paperwork. Then you got the union people. You got a union. You signed over y'all signed over a 30-year check. A 30-year check that you get removed before you even touch your money, calling them benefits. When you get to the doctor, you find out that's not covered. Y'all understand where I'm coming from? That's the lifestyle you live in. They're taking that away.
And they're about to pump that up another.
They're taking that away and upping your taxes in the meantime. You know what you're not paying attention to? You guys are doing the newest dance. You want your kids to be famous. Guess what?
Popular, not famous. They're popular.
They want their kids to be famous so they can make money off their babies popping and locking on television, on these little boxes. Let me share something with you. As cute as it is and as wonderful as it is to enjoy seeing people and family living their lives, my questions are, how many are teaching you how to sustain the very energy that goes, the power and the connection that goes through the device you're using? Because some of y'all are living out here can be on. They're not on the show because they're trying to keep the lights on. You sitting here using Wi-Fi from somebody else's back. Somebody hopefully is piggybacking off the neighbor's
backyard.
Guys, this is only getting worse. But what are we going to do, right? You watched a video about physical gold and silver, and a lot of people are like, we can't afford none of that. I ain't got no money. I'm broke. I'm dealing with this, that, and the other. Well, guess what? You're not broke. You're not broke or broken. You're just ignorant. And you don't know it. Guys, you're not willfully ignorant. You're ignorant because we were trained to be. Someone did this for 12 years of your life. Yes, it happened. So what? And for those, that's what I'm talking about. Now that you know the conversation's over, it's your job to do something. You are now conscious. You are now awake. The minute you admit it, you're awake. And now it is your responsibility. Mommy and daddy don't have nothing to do with it. Nothing. They don't have any more power over you. And that's the sad part, because some of y'all are sitting here slapping the ground, playing the game, watching everybody play the game around you because we figured out how to stand up and walk beyond our past. To walk into a path in the future that we have chosen and want to create. And so we found people who had information that we needed. That's much like the people who found our program today. You're not here by accident. There's been no accident in anyone that I have met that I've been able to shift or who has been able to shift me. I've met people through other people that were unbelievable. And some of the people that we met, they were like, oh, you still talk to them? Yes.
That's crazy.
Because that's what was meant to happen. We cross each other's paths for a reason. And I want you guys to realize something. People talk about for some people there's a season and a reason. Well, I don't know about you, but the world doesn't disappear. The seasons change, but everything, the same tree that's outside my window is still there. Y'all know what I'm saying?
Shady tree.
Who uproots the trees and the people in your life? You do. You bring them in, you push them out. My question is what are y'all doing in the meantime? How you going to use the situation? People worried about who's going to use them. My question is, are you useful is the first thing. Are you useful? Does somebody can we use you? If I could use you, we can do some great things. So you got to stop trying to not be used by people and find out how you're most useful. How people are most useful. That's what we're doing here. We're finding out who's useful so we can get together and go build a beautiful life. Because I'm tired of the stuff that I'm getting, so I'm going to go create what I want. Make sense, anybody?
Now, when you say useful,
yes,
I want you to, most people don't understand useful. Not just, it just doesn't mean
they do, but go ahead.
They don't, when I say they don't understand useful, I mean, I really literally mean to put at issue, and people can work with that.
Say that again.
To put at issue. People are going to put you at issue to see if you do what you say you're going to do. That's all. Because they're going to challenge what you say you're willing to do.
Now, I'm going to share something with you. I'm kind of the person that doesn't wait for you to say anything. And Mr. Thomas knows me. I'm the person who sees who you are. I'll hear you out, but I'm watching you. I don't want to hear about what you are. I want to see it. I'm always going to be. You're going to see who I am. You're going to see me. That's one thing about my life. You're going to be like, y'all remember Miss Ruby? When I'm gone, y'all remember Miss Ruby? You know why? Because I've got over 1,000 videos in the universe. I've got over 1,000 messages of love, attention, community, preparation, information. I've got it all out here. I made a point of making my point in life and spreading the message. You are always enough. You are nowhere by accident. You have purpose and you are useful to someone and somewhere. You must continue to look for your tribe.
We're sitting here having this conversation. One of the things that can't come to mind right now is that when we first got together, you said something, you have a mission to impact 10,000 people.
Don't you tell them how long ago that was.
Oh, this was just yesterday. She can see on time impact 10,000 people.
Grand Rising, everybody. We are on so many platforms. I can't even name them all. How y'all doing, everybody?
Well, needless to say, what she said she wanted came, and it kept running.
It didn't come.
Oh, it came. It came.
See, that's the thing.
That's my version.
He still thinks things come to me.
When I say that, she's impacted more than 10,000 people, and the cup is still moving.
Yeah.
Because there's no room left in it. So guess what? It's continually overflowing, and she's in a process. P2G is in the process of her vision and her mission.
I was about to say, she cursed me. I can't do all of this. I couldn't get it all done by myself.
Her vision and her mission is being gravitated to other people, and they're making it happen.
Right. So others are picking up, and their mission is connecting. And I'm making it a point to hone my skills so that I can continue to pass on the mission. You know, recently we had an amazing friend of ours pass on. And this has happened a couple of times in P2G's platform. I need you guys to realize that people are important and they're extremely fragile. I need y'all to recognize that. People are important and they're extremely fragile. So while you have them here, make the most of your communications. Make the most of your time together. Because you don't know how someone's impacting you until they're gone. If you let that be how you measure it. You have to start evaluating the value of the people in your life right now so that y'all can build the world. Right now, Mama T, Miss T passed away. And y'all know her. She used to be on the show. She was one of the people from Breakfast with the Thomases. She's also been part of Black Girls in Web 3 and several other and it's weird because Mama T was in her 70s. Doing well, and I'm telling you, that woman had energy.
She's a young 70.
Okay, she had a lot of energy. Even in between, Some of her illness, we didn't know the depth of it because she didn't live in it.
No.
Sometimes she said, I feel pretty bad today, but I couldn't miss it. And now I'm really glad I came because I'm feeling better. Come on, somebody.
And that's powerful.
And she brought the world with her. So with that, I'm only saying this to say that I wish she had made it to today, because the part of my business that evolved that she brought evolution to happened shortly after she passed. It took a transition of her life to transact a new business, a new lifeline for my business. It's almost like she birthed herself into the future of what we were doing together.
It was a conversation she had for making people service for people. Her life was a service to people and people
as she wanted to serve.
And I gotta admit, when we went to our homegoing, the outpouring.
Which one?
The one.
Several. We said several.
One, I mean,
there were like 3, and I was at all of them. Here locally. Powerful.
And when people spoke, they spoke from a point of not loss, but a point of gratitude, because their life had been changed because she was who she was. And Miss T, what she did for P2G, she made us realize one of the things that institutions wanted what we had. We had always said we wanted institutional stuff, but she made us realize how that was possible. And it was in a conversation of her advocacy and her wanting to, and showing up even when she wasn't in a position to show up.
That's right.
She showed up as who she was when she was. And
with everything. So I need y'all to realize it may hurt today. You might be in pain today. Show up anyway. You might be tired of the back and forth and the arguing. Show up anyway. Remember why you showed up in the first place. Remember why you're somewhere where you are. Because today all we got is all of our reality. We're all we have, and the knowledge and the information that we have to share with each other is more needed than anything. How many of y'all, I've always told you all, reach out to me, let's talk. Some of y'all got things going on. So what? The next time I hear Miss Ruby, I don't want to interrupt you. I'm going to smack you in the head, because this all I do. I retired from actual, what I guess would be practical work.
A regular
9 to 5. 2020. We almost in 2022. I mean, 2026. Here I go. I'm sorry. I'm going, y'all. It was too early in the morning. I'm gonna let you know right now. I need my little, cocoa. Gotta get something. Look, bottom line. It's 2025, almost 2026, and I'm still rocking out with what I found. What I discovered is my purpose and the truth of the world. The truth of the world is, when I was teaching crypto and educating people to how to use this stuff and to fix their situation and actually think about what system. See, that's the difference. It's not crypto saves and it answers everything. Crypto's a system. It's not all about crypto. It's about your mindset. It's about new skill sets. It's about application and education. If you don't execute what you do, then you're still stuck in a mindset. That has nothing to do with what you learned in crypto. So what we've been doing is shifting people's mindset. People, I have a friend of mine who's kind of desperate right now, and I kind of realized that. She's trying to figure out how I do or how I've done what I've been doing with people. I haven't. It's not about the one-on-ones. It's about the one, who they are. It's about getting them to see themselves. And once you see yourself, some of y'all don't like what you see. It's okay. It's okay. Because that's not who I see. You don't have to change. And I think that's the thing where we get a little, he and I have sometimes differing opinions. It's my husband, y'all. Okay, so y'all.
And we don't always agree.
We don't always agree. But for me, I realize we got to stop telling people that they need to change. Ain't a damn thing wrong with you, except how you see how you see that behavior. Let me tell you something. You cocky, so what? Don't be cock blocked, meaning don't be short-sighted too. You can be who you want to be, how you want to be. You just have to be effective. There's a difference. Ain't a damn thing have to change except your scope. We have such a small window we see through. It's disgusting. We call them in Landmark, they call them, colored glasses. The colored glasses. You got shaded glasses, so the world comes out the same way. Everybody looks the same shade. Until we take them off And we even see ourselves as different. Oh my God, that's what I look like? That's what I really am? This is who I am. This is who they are. We ain't all the same hue.
Mm-hmm. Reborn Grand Rising Chi. Welcome to the platform. Glad to
that's
have
what's
you.
up. Bobby Digital. That's what's up in my camas. So we got the Karmas, the Sutra, the Tantric in the house. I also got BC the Warrior. I love it. BC the Warrior, how you doing? I ain't seen you in about a minute. Some of these people are people who have been around with us with rocking with Breakfast with Thomas for the last, we coming up on 3 years?
3 years.
Scary, y'all. 3 years with this man. 3 years. This crazy guy. And he's home. I like that. He's home.
We're home for the good. We're home for the good. I want you guys. I'm in a conversation right now, and I was in class last night. We had the first class.
What did you think of class? It was class 1, guys. Class 1.
You know what? There's a different position. There's a position that you take when you think you know something, and you have these preconceived notions of how things should go. Last night I took on, I don't know anything, and I'm here to get what's for me to get. I'm here to get what I'm here to get.
How'd that work out? I want to see how that worked out.
Let me say this. The video that we showed, like how money works and what money is.
Yeah.
I got a truer insight on what I thought I knew was just my opinion opposed to what it actually was.
Ooh.
My opinion had a lot to do with how I think. So instead of taking my opinion and putting it out there first and putting it in front of everything, I literally just said, I'm here as a blank canvas to be painted upon. And let me tell you,
I'm sorry, I gotta get some.
The borders had no room to take on what I got. I was over the borders because.
Was it anything new for you?
It wasn't new, but it was heard differently. It was heard differently. Now, I will say this, my favorite part of the movie.
Are you going to give away the movie?
No, my favorite part is the Sparta recreation.
Lord.
I'm going to say that was my favorite part, the Sparta recreation.
I had a feeling it was the one, yeah.
But I want you to get something. What we do in PTG, what occurs in PTG, when you're a participant in the program opposed to when you are a facilitator in the program, are 2 different platforms totally. When you come in as a participant, the whole idea is to come in as a blank slate so you can be painted upon and filled. I was filled up last night.
And we have an apprentice. She's also a student.
And I was hoping to take on what she was supposed to get. That was my goal. I wanted to be the apprentice in the classroom and hear from the masses. But, we have so many teachers in that platform because we have people who would come from different walks of life.
That's right.
Who are proficient in what they do for a living.
Yep.
And they shared from their experience. And that's what brought value to the program last night for me.
So I want to make sure that we put it out
a lot of value.
I'm going to share this. So one of the things that I do is I make sure you get the media, you get the assets that you need, because you need to be able to tap in, go to p2gnetworks.com, okay? And come in with an open mind and questions. Guys, y'all got to have questions. You got to put questions to people. Question the world that you're around. Even when you're at your job. Question, is this thing, how's it running? What's my contribution? Why am I here? What am I getting? And not just, am I making enough money? Because most of y'all only evaluate your job by if you're making enough money. My question is there anything else going on with you that this is benefiting?
I will say this.
You got to put your head up.
I'm sorry. No, because I'm thinking, and because I'm so at where you're at, because when we were doing it yesterday, I got the 80-20 rule.
I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
And for those of you who know what the 80-20 rule are or don't know what the 80-20 rule is.
Can't get on camera. Sorry, y'all.
80-20 rule, 80% of the people come in and do 20% of the work. 20% of the people come in and do 80% of the work.
It happens.
Last night I was sitting there, and I thought I was coming in at the 80% to just catch what everybody was doing. My brain said, I want to do this, but I'm coming in at the 80% because I already know this already. And when we got past,
I know this.
When I got sat down and I got myself in a position to say, Al, you're not here because you know this. You're here because you're here to get what you didn't have. and you're here to operate as a blank slate to get what you came to give her. And when I got there, when I got into that space, I was like, wait a minute, I own this.
Right.
I own all of this. Everything that I am taking on as the education
Come
process,
on now. It's yours.
I get to own and put into practice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know that sounds weird coming from Brazilian, who's actually one of the facilitators, but I am a person who took on, I'm here to get what the program has to give out. So when I talk to people now, I can actually give them what's available in the program opposed to what I think I know because I know something.
Or tell them to go see my wife. Yes, he does that, y'all. So that you know. And what happens is I'm actually looking so forward to developing the apprentice program, because this program that we're teaching is a way for the people to finally be onboarded. Meaning it's how you get turned on to how to use new systems. And that's the biggest problem. Guys, some of y'all got jobs where you know that they put a new system together, but they ain't train nobody. So y'all got to kind of deal with all the cracks and the breaks and the stops and everything like it's your fault.
Beta.
That's what we talk about. So we get you past the beta of life. We get you to understand why things in your financial world are not working. Why y'all broke all the time and you work so many hours. Why you can get, and I've had this happen. I had a moment where I had to say the come to Jesus moment when I realized something was terribly wrong. I inherited money. I got money from a lawsuit when I was younger. We had credit card after credit card. I had lots of credit, and then it just dwindled down. I stopped using credit. The whole situation. What was the problem? I had no knowledge. I had no financial literacy. None. And that was it's as simple as that. It's a simple word. You know how many people run from financial literacy? Because they think it's somebody trying to sell them something. Because no, it is. But that's what we've been seeing. All these programs go, we're going to teach you. And in the end, you have to buy. And that's the part. They haven't taught you not to buy from them, but to how to buy from the world, how to work in the world of making choices. And so with we do this to our kids. We don't want them to feel stressed. So we make all the choices. And then when they get old, as they get older, they resent us because they can't make a choice. We took that from them. We never taught them how to earn money and how to manage it because we were never taught. We just were taught that there was a lot of lack in our life. So we grew up with the idea that we would never, ever let our kids have not have the things that we thought we missed.
And that was the worst thing we ever said to ourselves.
Your children don't know how to do what you do because you saved them from it. And it's time for you to start learning the parts you didn't know. You didn't know how to manage assets. You don't know that the dollar bills that you saved in your bank is not assets. You don't know that your 401k is not an asset and it doesn't belong to you. You don't know, then you were never told that. You were sold this as a trick. Someone else's income stream.
You were sold it as a treat. It wasn't a trick. But the trick was you realize what it is now.
Yeah. So I want you all to realize that it's time to have new conversations, and we're inviting you to them. While it may not be fun, they're not comfortable, it's not funny, because in the end, you start realizing where your money's been going. But what happened? Updates. Yes. Come join us. And that was the first thing. Come join us on Wednesday nights. Go to the website for P2G Networks. You're going to go to, sorry, that's wrong. What's wrong?
Take your time. Take your time.
Yes, I don't understand. But we have an amazing process. I got to remove a piece of this. And it's going to be so fun. I want you guys to enjoy yourself. I want you to come enjoy some time with us. We have a really cool event coming up. If you want to meet P2G and people who from P2G and Breakfast with the Thomases, you're welcome to come and join us on the 19th. We're going to be in Harlem. No, put that up there. We're going to be in Harlem at a holiday party fundraiser. It is a giving event where we are coming together. It's free admission with a donation of household products, because these particular donations, or $10 at the door, the $10 and the donations will all be sent to, or all benefit, the Faces New York and Homeward Central Harlem support to support homeless LGBTQIA youth. So long now, good God. Youth in the shelter system. Okay. Young people who may not see love from others will be getting love from you and myself while we sit back and sip cocoa, play a game
Oh boy.
with the ugliest sweater contest.
Look, I'm cute. I don't have any ugly sweaters, so
I'm letting everybody know some of them prizes is heavy, so bring a wagon.
Yeah, please.
Just let you know, bring a wagon.
You may not leave empty-handed.
No, and there's lots of food, fun, family, and games, and we're gonna have a lot. We have some entertainment coming, from what I understand, all sponsored by Brotherly Love Inc. We're gonna be in a familiar place in Harlem. We hope that you guys come. The address is, like I said, the address is 205 West 119th Street, and we hope that you show, because so much is going to happen. Now, we do have a limit. You are to bring the children. You are to bring the family, the elders. You are to bring your friends, people who want to just spend some time. That is next Friday. I'm really excited. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And I'm have to deliver some of this food, so y'all better come on.
It's what I do. It's what I do.
Now, with that also, we are part of the organization that we are part of supporting the Brotherly Love. It's a partnership that we have going that has supported P2G, bringing you our digital financial literacy program. What is going on with me today?
Don't worry about it. It's excitement.
So with the giving back, we're also going to be supporting the 2nd annual Business Mixer. It's going to be really fun. We've got an amazing MC coming in. Yes.
It's happening.
It's going to be at the Westin Grand Central Hotel in downtown New York, downtown Manhattan, 212 East 42nd Street. Y'all come on out. That's on the east side.
Where's it at again?
All right, 212 East 42nd Street. I got it now.
The Westin
Grand Central Hotel. And I'm really excited about this because we got MC Angela Yee, we got Alan Flynn, we got Jacob Williams, and who's the other young man that we were saying? Let me see. Oh, we didn't get the brother.
Worry about it.
It's okay.
You guys got a whole list of celebrities coming to hang out and share.
I ain't going there, but we got some fun and some comedy. So we got some comedians coming out and a major hostess, and she's gonna be there to make you feel so wonderful. I love it. So guys, I'm not trying to boast. We love it. I don't like to name drop and stuff like that, but I'm really excited about the type of people who are supporting real efforts to help real people. You know what I'm saying? So we're finally finding the real ones that are out here to help people, and we're getting our feet wet in this area. Come on out and play games with us. Come in on board, connect with your business. This event has room for vendors, so reach out to P2G. Also at Brotherly Love, I want you guys to realize that there's a space for you to do vending at this very large event. So not a small room from what I understand. So it'll be about 300 participants. A lot of vendors will be able to get a really inexpensive spot. So reach out. I'm not playing. You got a business and you're trying to do your thing, y'all willing to give. This is a nonprofit, so there's, we're not selling spots. These are all for donation to keep this going. So keep on giving forward so you can build up.
Yes.
Got what I'm saying? P2G is all about bringing us together and being a family, the world family we were given. And if you're not able to connect with your family, reach out, because everybody calls me auntie, but I'm more like sister.
I know.
You better not call me auntie. And if you need someone to just listen, sometimes that's me, because that's the first thing. If I don't hear you, how do I know who you are or what you are? And I only talk when it's time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I talk too much when I do, so y'all gotta work with me. But it's always for the good. Let's have a great time, guys. Today is Friday. Make the most of it. Don't just let it be the end of your week. Let it be the beginning of your life. We love you, and we're gonna play this one more time because I really, really like this song.
Thank you guys on all the platforms. And so you guys know really quickly, she said the workshop is booked tight. We have openings. We already have a sign-up. If you want to get into the digital financial literacy space, sign up for the next cohort that we're putting together.
You can sign up for the next cohort, or if you need a one-on-one, because time is not, you can't wait till April. No. We're still doing this. I have one-on-ones. Book them on my site. I'm not kidding with you. All you have to do is go to the site and book me on the site. I do one-on-ones on Fridays only. Remember that. So if you go to the site, book a Friday for about an hour, it's not expensive, and we get started moving your journey forward. Okay? Guys, we love you, and we're here for you. Now, while I can't be the only one doing this, know that I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we're looking for people who are English speaking, bilingual, Spanish. Okay? And I need someone who can translate this particular curriculum so that our brothers and sisters that are from the Latin regions cannot fear anyone taking them out of America.
Factual.
Because when you get home, you should still be able to do this. As long as we got the internet, you'll be okay with some new information. Let's go. Let's go. I don't care. And then on top of that, I'm working on African nations too. So those who are from different countries in Africa who are dealing with this, reach out to a sister, because you got to go home. We're going to send you off with some new skills.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go. Let's go. I want to play it one more time. I'm going to play that song. Oh, this sucks. Anyway, our theme song. Y'all let us know how you like it. I'm hoping that it gets to play soon, but have a wonderful day. I love you all. Peace. Congratulations.
Wake up and rise up.